Number 1, William Hanner from Pine Ridgeland Middle School.
Number 5, David Merlot, Klondike University.
Number 6, Brody Carter, Monsters University. MU.
Number 10, Luca Filiaggi, Sir Pizza Middle School.
Number 11, Jack Reel, Bubble Guppy Preschool University.
Number 14, Dylan Hartman. I go to Bar Down Elementary.
16, Dalton Julius, Mars Fighting Planets University.
Number 18, Coda Shrew, Pottstown University.
Number 20, Cruz Armstrong, Eden Hall Upper Elementary. Let's go Rams.
Number 24, Brady Paris, Kindercare University.
29.
Starter Academy.
Number 78, Austin Wu, Marshall Middle School.
88, Brennan Comiskey, Duke University.
90, Tino Valella, Porsche Academy.
And welcome back to the friendly confines of the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. For this morning's matchup, the third of three, the final game of the weekend, it's the Philadelphia Hockey Club and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good morning, everybody. Grab your cup of coffee and get ready for some great hockey action. I am joined in the oven, the city oven, by the one, the only, the man of many jobs, none more important than Cine TV, but we got Rogers Sportsnet, the Pittsburgh Penguins, Chiclets, etc. Colby Armstrong joins us in the oven.
I can think of like 5 other things I'd rather be doing right now, but nonetheless, here we are.
Is one of them sleeping?
Yes, that's number one. Yes,
at least
right.
we got the extra hour.
Yeah, we did. Apparently I didn't even know about that. Doesn't feel like it, but yeah, here we go. And we got this game. I'll tell you what, this is great. Get up, get a cup of coffee, enjoy this great hockey game, and then it's a beautiful Sunday just to lay on the couch, watch some football, chill, do whatever you want to do, have a Sunday.
I'm going to smoke.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to smoke some ribs.
Ribs.
And some pork belly, buddy.
Oh,
the pork belly bird ends are getting tossed on.
Oh, my God.
So it'll be a day of prepping the weekly meals for our busy week ahead.
Well, wowee. I might come over.
You should. You should. We'll give you the starting lineups brought to you by the training table here at the Lemieux Center. In net number 1, William Hanner. The defense, Tino Valella, number 90. And number 5, the fine wine, David Merlot. Up front for the Penguins, the left wing, number 11, Jack Reel. The right wing, 18, Carter Shube with a Shubey flip. And at center, the RZA, the Jizza, the Wu-Tang Clan. A bouncing puck avoids the stick of Valella as a puck gets forced in on the handman. And it's taken away in the corner. A player comes right off the wall and fires it up over Hanner. As the Penguins turn the puck over in the defensive corner, and Philly able to bust right out. 2 players come together. A Penguin falls down in the corner. Shube misses the puck, and they'll step right out in front to bury one. And Philly's got a lead. Philly had a lead in the last game. The Penguins were able to come storming back.
You know what I call that? You know what I call that goal?
What's up?
A wakey.
It's time to wake up. It is time to wake up as Cruz Armstrong is leveled at center ice. The arm will go up, and the Pens are going to go to a power play. It looks like Hartman and the whistle blows as Evans still has the puck. Hartman's going to head to the box for Philadelphia as he just laid Armstrong out. I think it might have been a bit of incidental contact. if you look back at the replay, Cruz kind of circling.
Yeah.
Hartman comes across,
It is,
but it's
but that's what
raising those
happens.
arms up.
Well, it's just bracing, and the kid falls. If you fall, you're getting a call.
Yeah.
We
And that happened to
that happened
Armstrong
to Cruz,
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cruz had the puck when he got called for it
Yeah.
yesterday. So the Pens will set up the power play. It's a shot down low from Starr. That's blocked out by the goaltender. He was trying to, I think, pass off pads to his partner Julius as they'll loft one in on Hanner. He'll leave it for Starr. Starr to Filiaggi. Filiaggi blows past Evans on the left wing. He'll carry it into the offensive zone. Looking to set it up on the half wall. Here's Starr at the point. To the outside for Julius. Julius has Evans crashing the net. He'll go with the switch with Armstrong. Armstrong all the way across. Nice feed across the seam to Filiaggi. Filiaggi will possess. Looking. He'll have it knocked away.
Crank it up.
Luke
They're getting a change. Here goes Starzy.
As Starr winds in. Penguins get Filiaggi off. They get Paris on. Armstrong with it behind the net. He has it knocked away. Philly Hockey Club able to possess here. Really a couple weird bounces by the Penguins. One off the stick of Filiaggi there. Just disrupting this power play. Here's Paris with it at center. Ofterheide will play takeaway. He's got players driving. He finds Hartman. Hartman fires one, and the lofting shot goes off of a stick and wide. Back to Ofterheide. 9 seconds left, and he puts one right through the seam to Kaminsky, whose shot is stopped by the kicker.
Great look by Ofterheide right there to catch Kaminsky just kind of shooting down to that back soft spot. As look to jam him up a little bit, right in between. Almost a good chance, an opportunity there.
Shot coming from Ofterheide as the penalty on Hartman expires. The Pens unable to capitalize early on the man advantage.
Philly's got one dad that's a big yeller. He's a big yeller. I can hear him all the time. He's driving me nuts. He's driving me nuts. If you guys are listening from Philly, tell the guy, pipe it down.
Here comes Carter. Weaving in, has it knocked away.
And you know who it is. We all know. Too early for this.
The screamer. Here comes Paris. His pass off a shin pad, and Phillies in action. A backhander from Wellens. Blocked away. He was the PHC goal scorer early on. As Hartman comes in, he'll wedge one towards the net. That's sent to the corner by the stick of the Philadelphia goaltender. I believe Yoder in net for this one.
Nope.
Penguins trying to weave through center. Hartman in a battle. Wu is on. The Penguins in the middle of line changes here as things are tied up in front of the Penguins net and wedged all the way down. No icing. Penguins get a lucky one there, I think, as it'll be picked up by Willis behind the Philly net. He'll find Yanni. Yanni turns it over to Wu. Wu to Real. Real tried to snap it in front, just missing the backhander of Shub. It's fired on net by Villela. Kick to the corner. Shub with the pressure, and Philly will come up through center. Tapping it past Merlot into the Penguins' end, and they'll get a line change themselves. Here's Shuby. Cross ice to Wu. Wu weaving in. He'll bump to the outside. There's Real. Back to Shub as this line plays tic-tac-toe.
That was great puck movement. That's the thinking right there. Off the rush. With speed and execution like that. And Philly does a good job just collapsing back to the middle. When you back check, boys and girls, you want to back check to the house. Right in the middle. And Philly did a good job breaking up that play.
Philly will keep it in the Penguins zone. 10:30 to play here in the first. Philly leading by a goal. An early one on shift number 1. Battle at the blue line will be picked up by Filiaggi. Sent across for Julius. Julius looking all the way up for Real. He'll find Filiaggi instead. He gains the zone as the Penguins change. Filiaggi by himself a bit in the offensive end as Philly fires it all the way down to the Penguin zone for Armstrong to gather. He goes backhand to Evans. That's fought off by Philly and sent back into the Penguins' end for Ofterheide. Ofterheide. Evans, nice catch as he'll drive in. He's got Filiaggi in the middle. finds him again. Evans, Filiaggi. Filiaggi shoots one down low, kicked aside. Evans with the rebound. That kept out by Yoder as well. Battle to the corner where it's won by Philly Hockey Club. They'll wedge it all the way out the center for Kaminsky. He'll find Ofterhide. Ofterhide to Evans. Evans taps it for Filiaggi. He wedges it into the offensive zone, and Evans will get on the forecheck. Now Armstrong. Quick to the puck, but it's bounced off the boards to Kaminsky. Penguins will regroup in their own end. A D-to-D play to reverse the angle of attack. Here comes Ofty, weaving through the neutral zone. He'll go with the dump, and Paris will get in on the chase. Good quick shifts here so far by this Penguins team. They had a couple elongated ones yesterday. They're keeping them short and furious here early on. Merlot with it, firing towards the net. Hartman was down behind the cage, able to find Paris in front, who goes to the backhand
How
and
did that not
wedges it
go
into the
in?
goalie.
Hartman on a diving fall down shot, kind of like Henderson in the summer series, gets up and was kind of left all alone. I thought it would get to him, but nonetheless does a good job to hang on to it. Gets it to Paris, and in tight quarters as his Yoder's just stole something. He's got it tucked down in his pad. Great job by Paris, and in tight, quick hands, and Yoder's pad literally swallowed it up. Literally disappeared. It looked like you after you hit the ribs.
Yes.
You got the ribs going.
Not a morsel left. As Philly will try the right wing side, they bank it off the boards all the way to the Penguins' end. It's icing if it's far enough, and it will be. So we'll come back to the attack zone for the Penguins.
Of course, for our listeners, I was referring to the Henderson Summit Series goal, which was Canada versus Russia back in the 70s, early 70s, the Summit Series they called it.
That was back when the Flyers were relevant.
That was. It actually was. That was like the only time that they were.
Your good friend Mark Madden likes to
what's
point
his
that
t-shirt?
out.
He's got merch for that, yeah. Have you ever seen the Flyers win the cup? That's his line.
As Hartman for the Penguins comes away with it in their end. Works it up to Carter, who goes to the dump and chase. 8:30 to play here. First period action is Real. Steps to a bouncing puck. Just couldn't corral it as he tried to tap it past the defender. It'll be Wu up the far side for the Penguins. Firing one towards the middle. Defended well by Yanni. Picked up by Real behind the net. He'll go to the point to Julius. Julius with a shot from the point. Rebound out front, and Shuby tries to get to it. He's sent sprawling to the ice. So the Penguins will have a draw. This time it'll come in the right wing dot.
Are we, some people said that they're having trouble hearing us.
Some audio issues potentially.
Maybe.
We've got producer Paris on it. He has broken out the carabiners, and he is now rappelling to the ceiling.
He's pulling
in
wire.
order to get up onto the roof and check our antennas.
The rafters.
So Spidey Paris is up on the roof as Real banks it past the official. Cuts to the middle. Shuby driving. A shot will come in. Bouncing puck gathered by Yoder. Shuby buried again in front of the net.
Job by Shuby with that middle lane drive to open up that ice, and the Real gets right in behind that ice that Shuby creates by pushing everyone back. Good chance right there. They're rolling the lines really good today. Just
That's
nice
a good
flow,
45
good rhythm,
second
nice flow.
As the Penguins will change things up. A shot from the point. Armstrong in front, wreaking havoc on the goaltender. The rebound will be gathered by Evans. Back to Starr. Starr will try again. Deflects in front. Evans with a blast.
Whoa.
It's kicked aside by Yoder. He got all 80 pounds behind that one.
3 great chances just alone off of that face-off.
Winning those draws so important there as Filiaggi will get to it in the corner. Evans and Starr switch up top. Evans will wedge it behind for Army. Armstrong comes out of the corner, has it defended away to the opposite end. Filiaggi on the forecheck. Banked off the boards to center for Starr. Starr goes right back into the mess a bit. We'll try again. This time he'll switch it up to Ofterhide. Ofterhide tries to send it across to Evans. It's off of a stick.
Oh! Toe pick there. That's dangerous.
We saw that early. We do want to give an update on Cam Ferguson. Report is he is doing well. Scans have come back negative. They're going to call it a neck strain. He was the 2012 who we talked about yesterday. Was injured in the game before ours, but he is doing well. He did go down to Children's last night. Has been checked out. No broken bones, so that's a good thing. And I do want to tell you the Penn's 10s, what a gesture last night, writing Cam Ferguson's number on all of their sticks before that game.
Shout out to Fergie. Good news, good to hear off a scary situation. I was working the Pens game last night when I got our little group chat that there'd been an incident during a game. So good to hear some good news coming out of that for how scary it sounded.
Yeah. Oh, and it's going to be Paris headed off on a trip here for the Penguins as McGordy hauled down. Oh, they're going to call a slash. 24, a minute and a half slashing. So with the lead, Philly Hockey Club's going to head to the power play here. Looks like Natalie Paris at home.
I'm
She
getting
says she
comments
can hear
now that they can hear us. As soon as I received the text from my mother-in-law, it turned on for whatever reason. Maybe
Because
it's
Nick Paris on the roof.
Yeah.
The roof. For those of you Pittsburghers, up on the roof.
I know our listeners and our fans out there want to hear us so badly, and I appreciate it. And, you know, credit to Nick Paris for all he does here to.
As Merlot decked at the line.
Oh.
And he'll send Wellens. He'll return the favor, so it's 1-for-1 there. No call either way. And we play on. It's Shuby shorthanded. He'll look and reel in on an offside play on the right wing. Jack Reel not overly thrilled with Carter on that play. As Wu and Evans will come out to kill the next 52. A face-off win by Wu. Comes free to Evans. He tries to drag it around. It's knocked away.
Was that Yanni with that reach? Is that
Evans on the back pressure. Turns it over, picks it up in his own end. Goes off the boards to the outside. Pressures the point. It'll be Julius in the corner. As it's picked up by Powell, and Philly Hockey Club will set things up. Shot from the outside, seen and kicked aside nicely by Hanner. Passed up to center. And returned back into the zone by Hartman for Starr.
Oh, nice little change of direction there for Starzy.
Starzy fakes one way, goes the other. He'll battle along the wall with Wu. Wu and Starr working the wall as time ticks away on the power play. It'll be Julius, now Evans. Evans to Wu.
He's out.
Paris is out of the box. He's got to join that play there.
He's told to come off.
Yeah, you got to read that, I think. As Armstrong gets to the puck. Now Wu knocking down a PHC forward. Penguins get Paris right back on as it's iced by the Penguins. The line's a bit disjointed, I think, here a little bit. We'll get a line change for Evans. It'll be Hartman, Armstrong, and Paris for the Penguins. Philly Hockey Club in their white uniforms with the Liberty Bell logo on the chest. Blue pants with red, white, and gray stripes. The White Sox with blue, gray, and red stripes and blue helmet. Your Pens, the Snoop Dogg Gin and Juices. The black uniforms with Pittsburgh from the right shoulder to the left hip. Black pants with gold stripes, black socks with gold and white stripes, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. It'll be a D-zone draw to the left of the goaltender Hanner. Tied up by Paris, picked up by Hartman. He'll exit the zone right in front of the Penguins bench. Paris follows on and carries to the offensive zone where he twists in. Leaves it for Hartman. Hartman with a heavy shot that just misses the cage. Working in the corner are the Penguins. Hartman with a wraparound off a skate to the side of the net where it's covered.
Off a skate and hit like the outside of the post, almost finding a way in. Hartman was all over the ice on that shift. Jumping on loose pucks. Nice play by Brady Paris, entering the zone. Doesn't give the puck away, and show the puck. Uses his body nicely and hits Dylan Hartman, who stepped to the middle and got a good shot through.
Ofterhide at the point, leaving one for Carter. Carter will drive right behind Ofty to the corner. Take it away there. Ofterhide will poke it back. Here's Carter to Ofterhide. Twisting out, bouncing, but picked up and cleared by Philadelphia. An outside in move, he knocked to the ice as a PHC forward. There's Kaminsky sending McGordy flying, and he's going to head to the box.
Yeah, I like that defensive play. I mean, you're gonna get, he tries to go under
Next
with
year,
speed.
that's not a penalty.
No, that was nicely done. Brendan's not happy with himself. He's sad, but that's one you got to kill for the big boy.
He's a warrior, and the Penguins will deploy Schub, Reel, Merlot, and Villela, the 4 penalty killers for the Penguins, who have found themselves down a goal and in a bit of penalty trouble here, as Powell will get control at the point. Up top, Reel pressuring. It goes to the half wall to be reversed up to the point. Yanni with a shot blocked by Schub. Cross ice feed, bouncing puck, avoids Powell, but will calm it down before being pressured by Reel. Spins away from him, drives the outside corner, finds McGordy along the wall. He carries behind the net where Merlot battles. Merlot double teamed in the corner. It's behind to be sticked away by Villela to the half wall. Powell will get there for Philly. Down low to Berlansky, who tries to spin past Villela. The half wall battle. Penguins doing a good job in front of the net on that as well, as it's popped back behind the net, now back again up to the half wall. Powell will possess. Villela ties him up. Played behind, it's McGordy. Back to Yanni. Yanni with a shot off of a shinny and wide.
The rubber man.
18 seconds left on the man advantage for Philadelphia. They've been in the zone the whole time.
Another block.
Powell fires one as instructed by the Yeller.
Yep. Gotta listen to him.
Merlot to it. Dumped behind is Villela, able to rim it around to shoot. Penguins kill the power play. And it's off of Merlot skating just wide of Hanner. Merlot will pick it up. Penguins back to 5 men as they're able to get it out the center. Reel pressures the puck. Stays out. He's on a long one as he gets the puck in the corner. Twists out of the wall. Fires it up to the point. Bouncing puck past everybody. It'll be Starr. To Julius. Now Armstrong. Armstrong hounded from behind. It'll come to Julius. Bouncing puck to Evans as he twists along the wall.
Headshot.
Fires it off of the melon of Yoder. He's okay, and the Penguins will play on. Here's Filiaggi to Armstrong, rolling off of his stick, picked up by PHC and back out to center. In comes Hartman. Challenging Julius to the corner. Centering feed off a Star. It'll come to Willis. Willis tried to tap it in front. Smart play there. Better stick by the Penguins. Evans will get to it, snapping it across to Armstrong. Armstrong will dump. Penguins will chase. Filiaggi in after it. Evans there in support. Outnumbered 3-2 along the wall are the Penguins as Evans and Filiaggi dig. The horn will indicate the end of the period.
Great recognition by Kaminsky in the waning seconds as a D-man to say, hey, there's under 5 seconds. I'm going to go in and try to sniff this one out. Really smart little thing that not a lot of people recognize maybe, or even players wouldn't recognize the situation to be active there, but a little thing that I like to see. Yoder's been a big difference, hasn't he?
Making a number of really good saves in net for Philly.
Yeah, using his head.
Philly came out with an early goal. I think since then it's been a little bit back and forth. The Penguins with a couple penalties, which allowed Philadelphia to get some momentum. I think if we can stay at 5-on-5,
Yeah.
I think that'll be, or get the Penguins back to a power play, as we see Chris Schub running around the rink. I hope everything is okay with whomever, as Nancy Wu goes to join him. I don't know if there could potentially be an equipment issue.
Maybe a bathroom break.
Brian Carter being talked to by rink staff. All kinds going on during intermission. Maybe we can get an update from Carter. So the Penguins, they gathered around head coach Jeff Hannon, flanked by the assistant coaches Chris Schub, Jason Julius, and joining us back on the bench, Coach Kyle Verbeek. Unable to be here yesterday. It looks like Wu may be being attended to with a skate issue. We've got equipment manager Schub working on Wu's skate. As Philly Hockey Club wedges it in front, it'll be picked up by Filiaggi and carried out. Sending it across off the stick of Evans. He'll gather it in. Can he bust free?
Oh.
He's hammered to the ice. The arm raised up as Evans sent crashing into the goaltender. The Penguins still possess. It's Armstrong in behind. Delayed call here as Armstrong protects to the corner. Up the half wall. Out to, and we get a whistle with Ofterad with the puck again. That's the second time the whistle's blown on a delayed penalty with the Penguins in possession.
Cam got clipped pretty hard there. I thought he should have shot that.
Instead of drag it to the middle.
Instead of trying to drag. When you get in that spot, just shoot it. You never know what kind of magic old Cammy boy has up his sleeves, though.
So headed to the box here will be Philadelphia's Barnstead. I don't even know that he was on the ice.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe a little switcheroo action by Philly to choose their player to go in as Merlot gets to it. It'll be Carter carrying behind as the Pens set up the man advantage. Puck into the skates of Paris. He'll twist with it along the boards as he's pressured by Yanni.
Whoa,
sending Yanni, just fakes him out, goes to the point for Merlot. Here's Hartman. Hartman down to Paris. Paris will drive off that half wall backside. It is crashing in as Villela just couldn't get it on net. As the Penguins control in front of their own bench. A centering feed from Merlot, kicked away by Philly Hockey Club. I think that's McGordy who fires it high off the glass. It's icing on Philly. And the Pens will look to probably change power play units here. Hopefully Wu's skate is good. He's testing it out. Giving the nod to the bench. He is good to go. So an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. It'll be Real, Wu, Schub, Starr, and Julius. Starzy with it to Julius. Julius fakes a shot, controls along the wall. They'll go back to Starr. Starr to Real. Real on the half wall. Peels back, cuts in front, tries to feather it to Wu. Off of a stick, bouncing puck, glove down by the Penguin forward and played back to Real. Real attacking again off the wall. This shot off of a shinny. And it's going to spring Philly Hockey Club's Berlansky, who comes in, gets a shot, and we're going to see a penalty, a hook on the Penguins, as Real fires that one off the shin pad of the Philly player.
Good speed by that Philly player. What was it, Bernansky, you said?
Berlansky, yeah, able to.
Berlansky. He was buzzing there. He had 2 players in hot pursuit. Real and
Starzy.
Was it Starzy? Starzy's coming off. He's like, what did I do? I think they were both kind of shared that penalty.
We'll give 45 seconds to each.
45 seconds each.
4-on-4 action here. It'll be Ofterheide and Kaminsky on the back end, Wu and Schub up front for the Penguins. Now to a penalty kill as the penalty expired on Philly Hockey Club. Special teams, the story of this one so far, they haven't resulted in anything, but it's created this disjointed game.
Oh, baby, there it is. I always love to see that. And look what it's leading to.
Here's the Shuby flip to the Wu.
Yep.
Wu in front has it knocked off of his twig. He'll gather it in shorthanded in the Philly zone.
That was a glorious rainbow Shuby flip. Maybe his best of the year.
The Screamer saying, eat the puck on the power play. We saw it yesterday. We saw him pin the puck in the corner yesterday on a power play.
They're just following instructions.
As it is iced by Philly Hockey Club. The faceoff will come back into the attacking zone for the Penguins. They'll deploy some new penalty killers with 40 seconds left. It'll be Filiaggi and Evans, Villela and Merlot. Evans rims it behind. Filiaggi will get in on the forecheck, disrupting things for Philly as it's tossed around, kept in by Merlot. Now Evans will step up, forcing the turnover to Merlot, who's at the red line, able to loft it all the way back in. 20 seconds now on the man advantage for Philly. As 10 hounds the puck. Bouncing puck at center, now controlled by Philly and driven in. It's Wellens. He's defended well by Merlot. It'll be Villela along the wall in the corner.
Help him.
Filiaggi stepping in. Penalty expires on the Penguins as Starr steps out. Here's Armstrong pressuring the point fresh off the bench. Just couldn't get control. Shot from Philly. Blocked out front by the rubber man. Here's Armstrong to Filiaggi. He's got Evans. He'll find him. Evans looking back to Filiaggi once. This time he'll shoot and find the glove. So the first one, a pass in front, defended well by Philly. Evans gets it back, fires it on net for a glove save and a beauty. And Philly keeps this 1-0 as we play 5-on-5.
Yeah, Yoder's got good hands, hey? Just like good glove, nice. Able to work them pretty good. Both hands are pretty active, and he's pretty precise. He makes a nice glove save there.
Good defensive play to block that pass, too. As the player timed it, getting down. As Evans feeds one to Filiaggi, the bouncing puck eludes the stick.
Uh-oh.
It'll be Starr. Oh,
get up.
Two players colliding. And the Penguins will work it up. It's Evans finding Filiaggi. Filiaggi with Starr crashing in. Armstrong with him. He'll feather it in front. It's under the pad as Armstrong battles. I love that somebody shoved Cruz and went careening to the ice. Cruz just stood there. It was like a rock against a pebble against a wall.
He stood over top of him like, what? The pucks are just sticking to his pads, though.
Yeah, no rebounds. They're kind of wedging underneath.
They're sitting under there. He's able to squeeze them.
We've seen that Perry Pereira's speed a couple of times before. The big forward for Philly Hockey Club. He almost beat Starzy to the puck there earlier.
I was worried he was going so fast. They kind of went down in that battle that he was going to crash in the end boards. He was absolutely flying.
As an ice here by Philly Hockey Club.
He's also 6'8".
Oh, not far enough. Ofterheide will get to it first. Back behind for Kaminsky. A turnover there by the Penguins. It'll be Carter
Turn those legs, Brody.
Pressure. Banking it indirectly for Paris. Just past his stick. but following on Carter, Paris had dropped his stick, didn't know whether to get on sides or go get the twig, and that little pause puts the play off sides. We do have Andy Kronz again chiming in, our number one chatter on the 2010 chat. We also want to say hello to Roger. Roger Kronz at home, I believe watching the game today, recovering. We are happy to have you back on Cine TV, recently out of the hospital, so get well soon, Roger.
We love you, Raj.
As Shuby sends it into the area behind the Philly net. Rimmed up around, back to the point where Ofteride will regroup at center. Here's Kaminsky, up for Shub. Shub, a nice tap to Wu. Wu with speed in, pressured from behind and in front. He's able to stay in the battle and get control in the corner and find Shub. Shub will go back to Kaminsky, he has it taken away. Up comes PHC, it's Hartman. Defended well by Ofteride, who again, you mentioned it yesterday, he does such a good job of only giving the player one option and allowing Hanner to read that play.
And here we go.
Penguins with a potential 2-on-1 as Wu breaks in. Pressured from behind, has it taken away. Back pressure by Philly takes the puck away in the 2-on-1. It'll be Villela. D to Merlot, up to Wu, it's off of his stick. Banking around in front of the Penguins bench for Reel to control. Reel drives in, gets whacked. Able to maintain possession as he goes to the point. D to D for Merlot. Merlot's shot picked up by Reel. Penguins in the middle of a line change. As Reel feeds it in front, Armstrong has it just kicked away. Banked up off the wall, kept by Merlot. Down a player as Filiaggi drives in. Reel still on the ice. I thought he went for a line change as the rest of the line's been out there for 30 seconds. I don't know what happened there. Players colliding.
Just Cruz came up on the half wall as Philly's player got it. It just kind of swiped him out a little bit. Like the aftermath looked worse than it looked on the replay for me. But
as Evans taps it in for Armstrong, the rebound comes just off of Evans' stick. Here's that Perry into the corner, a centering pass as it just eludes the stick of Armstrong on the exit. Back to the area behind the net for Philadelphia. Good pressure by Filiaggi to dislodge it. It'll be Starr picking things up as the Penguins go to Armstrong, ramping it off of his stick, finding Filiaggi. Filiaggi just about a second late, he'll play give and go with Evans though, and a sprawling kick save on a sneaky shot from 10.
Was that the splits?
Rimmed around to the point, just past Starr, and the Pens will regroup at center.
I think Starzy thought Cam was going to keep that one in, and Cam left it for Starzy, who thought he was going to keep it in. And who's on first, I don't know.
As Evans uses the official as a screen, snaps one off for Hartman up the ice. It'll be turned back by Philly Hockey Club, pressured by Filiaggi. Filiaggi looking for a change. Evans will get off as well. As it swiped in front, shot from Philly, big save. Sweet buttery crumpets by William Hanner. Barnstead for Philly up to the blue line, but no further as it's kicked back in by the Penguins.
We got to tag up icing or offsides right there. That was awesome. They let it go. They let one go.
As Paris chops at it, now Carter. He has it taken away. A bouncing puck will be gathered in by Paris as he'll drive in. Pressure everywhere by Philly as the shot from Carter finds the glove of Yoder.
Those hands of Yoder. Good job by Carter in that position to just rip that puck. Yoder, previous to that, an unbelievable kick save, almost a split save it looked like. Had a really good game again here.
Hartman wedges things in behind the Philly net where they'll take over. Off the right up for Hartman. He'll get it back for Kaminsky. Now off their hide. He'll dump and chase. Yanni swatting it out of the air as Carter pressures. It'll be banked up off the boards. Pressure coming down the wall by Hartman forces the turnover.
Oh.
Here's Carter to Ofterhide. Nice find there as they'll shoot one. And the glove there again for Yoder.
That's too easy. Got to have some guys get into that net. Great play by Carter to get in traffic, pull it out of traffic, and get it to Ofterhide, who had a lane to the net to shoot, but no bodies in front of Yoder. And we've seen the work his hands can do. He easily snags that shot.
Wu, Reel, and Shub. As it's sent down by Villela to Wu. Shot from Wu, battled in front is Shub. And that's got to get called. Come on, they called it on the other end. As well after the whistle, Shuby sent crashing to the ice again.
I mean, if that was my guy, I guess you kind of like your D doing that.
Absolutely.
But I think they call it.
But they called it at one end. You got to call it at the other. Like,
I agree.
It's either a call or it's not. It's got to be consistent. Here's Merlot at the point trying to find Reel. That's picked off, and back comes Philly. Merlot right there to play takeaway. He'll try to go up the wall for Wu. It'll be Reel spinning out of it, driving into the middle. He'll shoot one off of a skate. A Shub twists one in on net. It'll end up behind the cage for Reel, who's knocked down on the play. Here's Wu back to the point, Merlot.
Yep.
Merlot wristing one. It goes off of a stick. Back comes Philly Hockey Club. Here's McGordy crossing over through center where he'll dump it in, and Philly will go for a change. Penguins tilting the ice a bit here at the end of the second as it's up for Wu. Right back to the Philly zone. Gains the zone 3-on-3, drives to the outside. Shuby crashes the net. Firing a shot up high, fought off. It'll come back to Villela. Villela down for Reel. Reel back to Villela. Puck in his skates, and he'll just kind of launch it into the middle.
I think he was panicked. It might have got out and just fired it.
Back pressure by Villela, knocking down Tessa, and it'll be Star up the outside. He rolls it for Reel, but an actual rolling puck. Wu reverses to the point right there's a Philly Hockey Club forward to send it back, and it's Hartman for Philadelphia. One-on-one with Julius. Julius dislodges the puck off Stars. He comes through to pick it up, clears it around for Shub, who Shuby flips it up the wall.
Wow, what a Shuby flip.
Chopped at by Filiaggi, as the Penguins look for a line change. Here's Star in his end. Chopping it up the wall. Evans swipes it further as he's slew-footed by Filiaggi. Filiaggi kind of pickle stabbed him right in the back of the legs. As Philly will carry it into the Penguins' end. Stopping and starting. Chopped at by Armstrong. Bouncing puck up to the line and out. Philly will regroup at center. Pressure by Evans. Bouncing puck will be picked up by Berlansky and swiped away by Starr. Taken right back by Duhan of Philly and sent behind the net where Julius battles. Now Filiaggi able to find Starr. Starr up for Evans. Evans. Oh, he was looking for Armstrong and missed him by about 18 feet. So it'll be an icing on the pen.
He tried to do a little saucy, and it just kind of schlanked off his toe, weird. Toe of his stick. It's a good look, good overload by Cruz in anticipation. We'll see if this line's had a lot of chances. We'll see if they can get one here and get the Pens on the board.
They've been good in the last two games. And they've been good again today as Filiaggi taps it to Evans. Right back to Filiaggi. He's got Evans as it bounces off his stick. Evans will chop it towards the net. Filiaggi had it chopped away right to the stick of Evans, who shot one in, but he wasn't able to get everything on that. I'd like to see Filiaggi intentionally make that pass to the outside there when under pressure. It was a one-on-one move when he had a teammate.
Well, you know, it's like all these guys, they want to do the toe drag.
Snapped up through center.
They want to get the toe drag in for the Insta.
Gotta get the Insta highlight. Off their height will gather it. Off the skate of Hartman, bouncing right out in front for a shot that's gloved and held by Hanner. 2:36 to go.
Every play just seems so big right now.
Plenty of time. There's over 17 and a half to play in the game. A 1-0 game, an early first shift goal by Philly Hockey Club. They've done a really good job defensively, too. I do think the Penguins have controlled here since the parade to the penalty box has kind of slowed down. We've seen the Penguins with a good bit more pressure, able to attack both on the rush and create some chances from inside the zone. As Willis possesses in the the battling Liberty Bell zone. Bouncing puck will be controlled here by Parrish. To the outside for a shot, stick on puck deflection to the corner. Up the wall for Real, crashing down.
Oh, nice pick out of midair. Real would have been gone down low there.
As it'll be Villela. Off the wall for Hartman. Hartman tries to carry to the inside, falling down to the ice. And it'll be returned out the center by Berlansky of Philly.
Oh,
Villela unable to control it as a shot from Tessa.
oh,
Rebound.
what a save.
Bounces over the stick, gathered by Merlot, and back come the Penguins. Here's Shuby with Merlot and Real. A shot from Merlot blocked. Real carries behind, centering pass, tapped just wide by Wu.
Oh,
Real rims it all the way around, nobody there. I see a lot of Penguins with their palms to the sky yelling at each other.
Well, it's just like...
As Wu comes in, down the half wall, he'll find Julius. Julius hits Real with a heavy pass, centering one, it just misses Shuby's stick. Shuby wreaking havoc in front of the cage. I expect him to be dumped again soon. As Real yanks down a PHC player, it'll end up in the corner. Here's Shub.
Well, there he is. He's got him in the middle. Oh, good read by Julius to drop into that little soft spot.
As a bouncing puck comes off Yoder to the area behind the net. Back to the point for Starr. He'll keep it and loft it to Wu. Wu gloves it. Turns to the middle. He'll wrist one. Down low. Rebound. Real sent to the corner. As this line just wreaking havoc right now in the Philly end.
They're buzzing.
Shuby sent to the ice in front. Cleared up and out by Philly. And they'll get a much needed line change. Here can the Penguins capitalize. Here's Starr with it. He'll go to Wu. Philly able to get one or two players off as Wu wrists one. There's the glove save and hold. So everybody will change things up.
Oh, some good chances there. And Yoder actually just getting a piece of, he's been catching everything out a couple times there. He just kind of got a piece of it and got through him almost, it looked like. But he does continue to shut the door. He's having a heck of a game in net right now.
3.4 to play here. So the Penguins will change a bit of a face-off lineup here.
I'm trying to get a quick shot.
Overloading the inside. Filiaggi tries to go as they try to wedge it towards the net. It'll be kept out by Philly. The horn will sound 1-0 here after 2. Penguins lead the series 3-0. Philly leads the game 1-0. Beforehand we got a little beer league action out here, Colby. A little 7 a.m. skate for the beer leaguers. Or the didn't have enough beer last night leaguers.
Yeah. I mean, no one loves hockey more than those guys that show up on a Sunday morning bright and early.
Go right from here to church.
Drag their butts out of bed because they just love the game. They love the game that much.
And I love the both goalies decked out head to toe in used Penguins pads.
Is that what it was?
Because the Penguins have their big
equipment
sale.
Yeah.
And you can tell,
that's
it's like, I got Thomas Mokoon's 1998 pads on.
Yeah. I've got Gilles Meloche's old goalie skates.
Good stuff here. And the one goalie was absolutely flashing the leather out there.
Well, I mean, you got to hand it to him. And the thing that the beer leagues, the reason why they're so special, it is the best league in the world, as we talked about on Chicklets, etc. Is doesn't matter how good you are, where you played, where you went. We all end up in the same place at the end, and just make sure you shower after. That's our only thing. You can check that out on Chicklets, etc. Right under Spit and Chicklets platform.
The smell of my car yesterday makes me want to think that these boys need to start that before they leave the rink too.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh.
I know my wife has been complaining that why aren't the boys taking showers after the game, and how do they like stewing in that all day after a game? And I agree. They're at the age where they actually stink too, right?
Oh yeah.
It's not like cute. It's like, oh, you cute sweat.
The funk is real as Armstrong drives the corner. Filiaggi supporting. Back to the point for Kaminsky. Kaminsky wedges it in front for Evans. He'll go back to the corner to Armstrong. Armstrong.
Protect the puck.
Not protecting the puck as is being requested. A shot from Kaminsky.
Should yell.
As Evans disrupts a breakout on the far side, it'll be dumped in by Filiaggi. To the area behind the net for Willis. A little 10-on-10 action is 10 for Philly Hockey Club and 10 from Pittsburgh come together. It'll be fired in on Hanner. Everybody changes. Popped up off Armstrong's stick. I say everybody changes. I guess just Filiaggi for the Penguins. Almost every Philly player got off. As a rolling puck goes just by Evans. Chipped pass. Here's a nice tap to the middle. Sent wide of Hanner. Evans saucing it up, looking for Armstrong. It'll find the stick of Philly Hockey Club
offside.
As they go in on an offside play. It'll come back to center for a face-off. Our Penguins, the big boys, not on much of a – they're on a roll, but the wrong way. Rolling downhill in a is it 7 game now or 8 game?
Yeah.
7 game.
7.
Losing streak, losing last night to former Penguin Brandon Tanev with the game winner for the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, that had to feel good for Tanev. Popular player in his time with the Penguins, and comes back to town, and Seattle sweeps them this year in their 2 games. I don't think they have them again.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Seattle, a lot better. They've improved from last year. Of course, the kids like the jerseys. They're really cool jerseys, right?
With the tentacled S on the chest.
You know what? In watching the game last night, I know we've got a lot of kids on our team that, and you notice that more now, I think, with the aid of social media and just ability to see more players, the palm of your hands. With Kaprizov in Minnesota, and they had a young player, Matty Beniers, good young American player that kind of resembles him a little bit. Not as, I would say, electric and skilled, but skating and playmaking, and he's just going to be a really good player, only 20 years old for Seattle. 2nd overall pick last year. It's fun watching him last night. Sid got after him last night.
Oh, yeah?
Sid was going bananas.
I didn't get to watch any of it, actually.
Oh, he went full captain insano.
We had the game here, and then I was legally required to feed my humans.
Oh, you got a pantry at your house? Just open the door and say, go get it.
We went pasta route last night. Trying to
Were you
load up on
talking about
carbs.
tacos yesterday in the morning game broadcast?
We might have been. I don't remember.
I feel like you were talking about tacos because I get out of the rink and I'm like, what are we going to have in between meals, you know? And my wife said tacos, and I'm like, were we talking about tacos, or was I dreaming about tacos?
I often dream about tacos, burritos.
I was just dreaming about tacos. We did do tacos.
As a shot from the point.
Great shot. Good
Heavy
good
shot
traffic.
from Star.
Shuby's always around the net. Count on that.
Penguins battle. It'll be Wu to Julius. He'll wind and fire one.
Just hit a body.
Bouncing puck in front, and Shuby's decked again.
They're letting them battle in and around the net. Okay, that's the standard maybe. Shuby, full yard sale, glove off.
And this is the 4th warning on Philly Hockey Club for dumping players after the whistle.
Well, Shuby gives a goalie a little bump, says, I didn't mean to get in there. I got pushed by 5 guys. Shuby's such a cutie. He's such a cutie, but he's
pretty
deep
sure
down inside. He's like he's like the What's that movie with where the characters are inside of a human's brain? Anger, the fire thing that bursts.
Yeah, well, I forget the name
What's
of the movie.
name of that movie? That's what he kind of reminds me of sometimes too.
As Philly plays an outside in, trying to open up the middle on the Penguins. It'll be turned back by Pittsburgh. Shuby up the wing, finding Real, driving behind, centering one. Sneaky pass there, doesn't find a twig. A one-timer from Starzy sent screaming wide to the net. It'll come all the way to center. Fired up for Real with speed, which is dangerous for the other squad. Carrying around behind. Has it knocked away, but gathered back in for Ofterhide.
Here we go.
Back to Real. He gets a half a step, stick on puck, blocked, second. Whack at it, sent wide. Ofterhide crashing down, and he is crushed from behind. No call, and it's a 2-on-1. That affecting the play. 2-on-1 for PHC. Diving back in is Shub.
And Ofty's
Shot
going to
goes
go
wide.
pay
Here
back.
comes Ofty. He falls down on the play, but able to wedge it to Evans. 1-on-2. Carrying in. He'll delay for Filiaggi, who has it knocked away. Armstrong able to control on the half wall as the Penguins try to set up. Armstrong possessing. Goes back to Kaminsky. Goes to the corner. Evans peels off. Right back to Kaminsky.
Get it through.
Driving in. Firing one. Bouncing puck. Evans will tap it further. Unable to fire it all the way to Filiaggi. It's pinned up along the wall where it comes to Filiaggi for a one-timer. Shot off the side of the goaltender to the outside. Rebound cleared but not out. It'll be Merlot banking it heavy off the boards for Evans. Evans has it taken away, but he'll gain it back and go behind the net to Armstrong. Armstrong tried for the point. It's picked off by Tessa, and out she comes to center to be dumped in wide of Hanner. He'll play it with the twig. 10 minutes to go here as Armstrong is up the wall. In front for Filiaggi. Has it bounce off the backhand as he falls to the ice. Kind of twisting around. Evans will pressure the puck for the dump in by Philly. Villela picks it up. Armstrong with it in the Penguin zone now. He'll go behind to Merlot. Merlot off the boards, crashing down Philly to keep it in. Merlot with it again, this time Armstrong. Has it knocked out of the air. Bouncing puck in the middle. All the way to the corner as Philly sets up. And a bad angle shot off the side of Hanner and in. And it's now 2-0 Philly. Has eyes goes through on that one.
Yeah, just a foot off the ice, right over the pad, right by the post and the body of Hanner. And that one little spot it looked like it was to be centered maybe on a broken play that the Pens were just unable to get the puck out of the zone. And a little mistake, it ends up in the back of the net right there. You get a lucky goal. Just throwing the puck at the net. And think of all the chances the Pens have thrown Yoder's way, and he hasn't made one mistake yet.
A bouncing puck will be taken by Julius at center. Up for Hartman. Now Julius driving the right wing side. Carrying around behind, wrap around, and he lofts it up and over the cage. Sneaky play by Dalton. Bouncing puck eluding Carter at the point. It's a 2-on-2 for Philly. Fought off by the stick of Starr, twisted to the half wall for Carter. Carter will peel it off and go up to the point. Bouncing puck will be picked up by Hartman and carried through center. He's joined by the Pens defenseman Starr. On the center drive as Hartman tries to feather it through.
Right there.
Paris behind, centering pass. There's Carter. Once, twice, and it just rolls through as Hartman sent a puck off the goalie. It just missed that post. Here's Ofty in front for Carter. His shot off of a defender and cleared. Dump and chase is what you're going to see from Philadelphia.
Some great chances there.
They want the Penguins to have to go 200 as Hartman gains the zone for Real. Real fresh on the ice. Winding, firing. He shoots it into the shinny. And back comes Philly.
Paying the price is Philly here. Blocking shots, tough in front of their net.
Kaminsky rims it around. Ofterhide pokes at it. It'll be picked off by Hartman. He'll twist, wind, blockered away. Kaminsky. Now Shub. Shub will get it to Reel. Reel back to Shuby as he gains the zone right side. Has Wu fresh off the bench on the outside. Goes to the point. Wu will pick that off and carry it in himself. Has it knocked away to the corner where he twists behind the net. Popped all the way up, and we passed Villela out the center. Here's Merlot with the puck. Plenty of time for the Penguins, but every shift really matters now. As the puck swiped away from Merlot, here's a breakaway. McGordy in, off the iron.
You just see that play developing with a high play with McGordy just sniffing in there. And
Real pressures the forecheck. Philly will ice the puck, and it'll go all the way to the Philly Hockey Club zone.
Pens are going to need one here. I feel like the Pens really good working it down low and around, switching sides down low, and creating off of that.
It'll be Filiaggi, Evans, Armstrong, Julius, and Starr, the 5 flightless Birds, to take the ice with 7 to play. Shot from Julius, rebound in front, and picking it up is Army! Evans back to Julius, Julius with the shot, Armstrong picks it up in front, and 20 has made it a 1-goal game. Just feed me, says Cruz Armstrong.
Big face-off win. Cam Evans jumps in to make sure it's one as it gets back to Julius. And he wasted no time, and neither did Armstrong, coming off the far wall right to the net, anticipating and arriving on time for that rebound.
Driving in.
Offside. That was offside, I think.
In front for Paris as he swipes at one. Kept out by Yoder. That's what you want to see as a goalie. Another shot pretty quickly. Another good scoring chance. He's equal to that one. Here's Carter. Battling in front, or along the wall was Villela, and that allows the Penguins to cram it back in front. Hartman knocked down. It'll be Paris following on with support. Back to Villela for a shot, and there's the glove again.
Keep him a little lower on Yoder here. Let him hit his pads, let him bounce out. Keep him down, cause some havoc. Like on that Armstrong goal, there's some shots with traffic down low, causing havoc. A little ugly on this guy. Yoder's feeling it this morning. They have broken through the armor, though.
As Real finds Villela. Philly blocks it, able to get it back to the Penguins line where Merlot takes over. He'll go up the wall for Shub. Shub taps it back to Wu with
Real
some
coming
speed.
wide.
He drives to the middle, tries to shoot it across the grain. That's off of a shinny. And back into the zone to pick it up, the early goal scorer, Wellens. That early goal holding up right now. They did have that odd one from the tough angle. That's technically the game winner. As Merlot and it looks like Wu and Villela come together a bit.
Great play by Villela to separate Wu from the puck there. I mean, you can't do it any better.
They'll battle in front of the Penguins bench. It's off of
the big
Merlot,
fella.
who is literally twice the size of Tino.
What a
as
shot,
he comes
too.
down, firing a missile, sent flying out by the blocker of
Oh, did I hit the bar?
Hanner as Wu cranks one off the crossbar. Here's Julius with a drive. Rebound in front. Shuby sent flying again.
Holy.
Starr with a shot.
There it is.
Lockard in front. Rebound there and a glove save.
High stick. Outside. All the way down.
High stick. A high stick on the puck. It did go in, but a high stick on the puck.
Face-off will come
Oh, no, it
all the
didn't
way
even
down.
go in. He did make that
He
save
made the
with
save.
the pad.
He made the save, but he said high stick nonetheless. But what a save. Yoder's out of his mind. We're getting some crowd coaching. Yoder's out of his mind this morning. I don't know what he had for breakfast. There's no hangover from the Phillies losing the World Series for Yoder.
It'll be a D-zone draw. Armstrong dislodges it. Evans picks it up. He'll tap it back to Armstrong. He'll gain the left wing side. Filiaggi high slot. He goes deep for Evans. Back to Armstrong along the wall. Armstrong fires it high in the air to the opposite corner. Crashing down is Julius. They're going to have to activate the defense as Philly's going to ice it.
It's going to be on net. Nope.
Face-off will come to the attacking zone for the Penguins. 3:23 to go, trailing by a goal to Philadelphia Hockey Club.
See, this is where the face-off happened. Last goal, we'll see the play drawn up here.
This time won by Philly, but pressured immediately by Armstrong. Evans tries to center it. It's off the back of the net. Julius stepping in, firing one just wide. It'll be Armstrong on the opposite side, out in front. As it's cleared by Philly, disrupted by Evans. He'll find Filiaggi. Bouncing puck is Starr. He'll wind, he'll fire! And that's a piss missile, baby! Jake Starr buries the biscuit and ties the game at 1. Evans keeping the puck in, and it bounces free to the Constellation kid, who sends a no-doubter to the corner.
Woo-hoo-hoo! And our shot tracker picked that thing up at 108 mile an hour snapshot. That's a new shot record.
Ally afraid to eat your heart out. We've got the Constellation kid. Penguins
What
will
a
dig it
shot.
out. This is huge. The shift after a goal. Penguins all lamped up as Ofterhide spins out of the corner. He'll find Carter. Carter finds Paris. Paris up for Hartman. Bouncing puck to the offensive zone will play. Powell wedges it up the wall as Philly tries to gain the Penguin zone. Paris with a hefty back check disrupts Wellens and sends Carter.
He got him.
Carter's got Hartman. Hartman driving in. He'll fire one. There's the glove of Yoder again.
I mean, that shot by Starr was an absolute laser beam. That was an NHL shot.
I mean, that was phenomenal.
I mean, it was just like a kind of a broken play a little bit. It looked like it was going to get out, and the anticipation by Starr to just identify that puck, jump up aggressively, grab it, walk down Main Street, and just welded it. High blocker. Unbelievable goal.
Kaminsky's shot from the point blocked as we get down to 2 minutes. Stopping in his own end, he'll fire it up the boards. It's icing on the Penguins. We'll head back to the D zone with fresh lines.
.205 on the clock, Jeremy. 2-2 game. Do they have one more goal left in them? Taking a while to break through on Yoder, but they've battled back into this game.
As it's off of Shub, here's Reel with speed, joined by Wu. Eight tries to feather it in front. Wu just couldn't get control. He was pressured from behind. He'll send it back to the point for a backhander by Villela, who battles at the wall or the blue line to keep it in. Shub will wedge it all the way behind. They work down low. Stick lift by Real. Up to Merlot, shots blocked. Merlot will gather it back at center. Trying Shub at the blue line. Real supports, now Merlot. Cross ice for Wu. Wu driving in. All the way to the corner, Shub gets there. He'll fire it to Star. The Penguins' most recent goal scorer shoots one towards the cage. Kicked out, and out comes Philly. It's just past the reach of Real. Philly will gain center red and dump. Philly Hockey Club getting a couple changes, but the Penguins kind of peeling away there. Star able to get to it. Up ice for Wu. As they battle along the boards, it's Real with it. Popping it through. Here comes Real into the zone. Firing it towards Wu. It's off his stick. Back comes Philly. Bouncing puck avoids Real. As Philly will dump it in. Penguins look for a change. Real still on the ice. The rest of the Penguins have changed. Here comes Star. Up for Filiaggi. Filiaggi delays. He'll get Evans off the bench as he looks in front. There it is! Luca Filiaggi buries the biscuit! With 16.4 to play, the Penguins take the lead! Luca Filiaggi picking up the rebound as Jake Starr, I think, drove in front.
He did.
The shot from Armstrong comes off. Luca right out front to bury it. And despite all the instructions from the screamer, the Penguins lead 3-2.
Tell you what, this has been a heck of a hockey game. I got to hand it to Philly here this morning. And Yoder, a heck of a game. 10 seconds if they can hold on here. They ice it.
Iced down 3.1 to play. I expect Yoder to come out.
A real big face-off here. Yoder will come to the bench. And just a great play, executing up the ice. Star outside. Filiaggi just poised, ice in his veins, hangs onto the puck. Armstrong kind of pulls out high and then identifies Star net front for that shot pass. Filiaggi following up on the rebound as it's kicked right to him in the slot on a bang-bang opportunity. And this line has had a bunch of chances and now figured in with a couple big goals here today.
As Villela peels it out, the Penguins take another one from Philly. They lead 4-0 in the season series. A 3-2 come from behind victory in the last 3.5 minutes.
And that's got to feel good, right? William wasn't happy. He let that little side leaker in. It could have been crushing. And the boys dig in and battle back for the hand man. The heck of a game, back and forth action. You got to Yoder. Yoder probably player of the game. Unbelievable game by Yoder.
Fantastic. And the line, Evans, Filiaggi, and Armstrong coming through with the 3 Penguins goals in this one. They were on fire in this game. Yoder for Philly Hockey Club, keeping them in it to the very end. We'll be back in action next week in the Windy City as the Penguins are going to take on the Reapers and the Fury in a 5-game weekend, both with the 10s and the 11s. So we're going to bring you 10 games from Chicago next weekend, your 2010s and 2011s. Join us then for cameraman Chris Merlot, producer Nick Paris, color commentator Colby Armstrong, and play-by-play by Jeremy Evans. Thanks for joining us on Cine TV. Make sure you subscribe.